right, welcome to the Real Estate Huddle. We've got a great episode for you today. We're going to talk about what every home buyer has on their minds. What type of floor plan is the most desirable? Isn't that right, guys?
Yeah.
We know what it is.
So, of the most desirable floor plan features, there's 10 that are the top 10 ranked.
Say it, Jackson.
By
Say
a very legitimate source on legacyhomesai.com. Do you think they just did AI with this? No, I'm pretty sure this is legit. All right, so the first one is, you've never heard this before, but buyers like
Open floor plan.
floor plan concepts.
Open it up. Tear all the walls down.
You've never heard that before. Yeah, apparently that's a big deal. And the division of the 1970s and 1980s is not appealing to most people right now. They want to take down those walls. And so that's why the new construction homes are so amazing for a lot of people, because
that's why you see investors and like home flippers. Like you go into these old looking homes like in Denver, like those just ranch style brick homes. You walk in, it's like it's just open.
Yeah.
All those walls are down. They put up a bunch of beams. You got these new concepts in these old homes. It's pretty nice, actually.
How much will you pay in property taxes to have high ceilings and open floor plan? That's really the question.
Yes.
On new construction, people are paying double what.
I will never own a house that doesn't have high ceilings. It's very important to me.
Kim's really
Thank
tall.
you for your contribution to
She hits her
property taxes, Kim.
No,
Appreciate that.
Moving on.
no, it really does change things. It really makes your the space that you have just feel like you double in size.
No, the standard high ceiling is 9 feet, like 9 to 10 feet, right?
Standard's probably eight.
No, I'm talking about high ceiling. High
Oh.
ceiling. Standard ceiling is like
high.
Got it.
Yeah.
standard high
I
ceiling.
missed that.
I was
Would
going
be
to say,
like-
Spencer, you should know this.
No, it's 8 feet, around 8 feet.
That's pretty normal.
And then 9 to 10 is kind of like your high. That extra 1 to 2 feet does make a huge difference in how you view your home.
Yeah. The
part of that
closer
big
you
open
get
concept.
to World War II, the closer you get to like living in a submarine, basically, right? With like 6-foot basements.
Like in the Shire.
Well, and that's a great point, because I think a lot of the shift towards, like, the first one is an open floor plan. I believe the second point is an extended kitchen counter, right? So, like, 60s, 70s, it was like, okay, let's contain the kitchen in here, keep this separate from the living areas, partition all the stuff off. But
That's
I
back
think,
when people talked to each other.
Yeah.
And they weren't on their phones. So people had to have privacy and division between
Right.
rooms to not
Closed doors.
But now,
talking.
people want it open. They want to have the kitchen be an entertaining space where you have the living room attached to that, and you have a lot of natural light and things like that. So I think it's kind of a cultural shift in the way that people live in their homes and use their homes. That's kind of led to that being the desirable floor plan now.
You know what's crazy too? You go to the extreme side of this whole cultural shift. Have you seen these like barn dominiums? So they just build like a concrete slab in Texas, put a barn in it, and then it's just open. Everything's open. You have your space here, your space here, your space here, your space here.
Maybe like a
zero
loft.
walls, and then like a bedroom upstairs or whatever it's crazy.
Your home is like Stanley's Marketplace.
open concept can mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
So then, instead of talking to each other, you can see each other and be on your phone in the living room and see someone else on their phone in the kitchen.
So now we're
and
using
someone
more
else on
body
their
language
phone
than
on the
actual
porch.
language.
Well, yeah. And the show, everybody can hear it all together. It's all about togetherness with the internet.
Yeah.
with the internet and AI.
What does Pink Panther say? I used to be so lonely before the internet was invented. All right. Anyways, we're getting to number 2, which is expanded kitchen islands. Why would anybody want to?
Also an open floor concept.
Right,
thing.
yeah. They want the open kitchen. They want a nice big kitchen. They want more counter space. That's like a really common during showings thing where people say, the kitchen's too small. There's not enough counter space. And sometimes it's like, okay, well, you could get one of those like butcher block, like portable kind of counters and add it in. But really desirable now is like, people, especially if it's quartz or granite, just having a really nice big counter so
they
that
keep
they can
getting bigger and
work
bigger
from
and
home,
bigger.
do their cooking.
No.
People are spending a lot more time at home now too, I think. So it's more of a, casual living space that they want to inhabit rather than just like, this is where we cook food and then we're never in the kitchen.
And it makes
otherwise.
it just easier to entertain, having that extra space. And the bonus is if you have that indoor-outdoor space where you can just open up the windows and the sliding doors, and then you have those countertops. It just makes for a really good entertainment spot.
Some of my favorite memories as a kid was sitting at the island while my mom was making food for us, because when we're talking about open concepts and like the whole like idea of togetherness is a real thing, right? I know we were joking about it earlier, but it's real. And some of my fondest memories were talking to my mom while she's cooking dinner, and I'm sitting at the island and she's just chopping food and making it right on the island while we're literally right here talking.
Yeah.
And there's some like pretty good moments that you can have with these open concepts and these big islands. There's a reason people like them so much.
Way to bring it back to serious. Like I love my mom now, and I'm just thinking about her. That's beautiful.
Everyone
Pretty
make
nice,
sure to
right?
call your mom.
Yeah, call your mom today. Tell her how much you love her, and go sit at her island. Dang it.
And real quick, just a real quick plug. This one's way off topic, but Filet-O-Fish is the worst sandwich
Hey, been there, done that.
in the world. I just needed to make a quick plug. Moving on.
Point
Watch the
3.5
previous
and number 3.
For time's sake, I won't argue.
Perfect.
So 85% of your waking hours are spent in the kitchen and great room in your house, right? So that's for like your home time. So that's a big deal. All right, number 3, direct connect laundry. So that means like a laundry room that's directly connected to the principal primary bedroom. That's kind of a big deal for people because it's just so hard to go out in the hall and then.
I would broaden this one a little bit to just like main floor living laundry room.
Or upstairs.
Or
Or
if your
upstairs.
bedrooms are upstairs.
Whether it's
Wherever the bedrooms are.
Yeah.
wherever the bedrooms are.
I agree with that.
That's where you want your laundry room to be, because climbing stairs sucks.
Yeah,
I
people
put
are
it-
tired of going down 2 flights of stairs to the basement, put the laundry in, forget about it, go to switch it.
Totally. Ain't nobody got time for that.
As long as your washer and dryer are quiet, it makes sense.
Well, because I don't have upstairs laundry and all of our bedrooms are upstairs and I'm jealous, I put upstairs laundry in capital letters on every listing description because I think it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
If you
It
have
is.
it, maybe you're taking it for granted right now and you're like,
That's
guys,
one of
quit
those
talking about this.
That's one of those things. If people are on the fence on the house, that could be one of those like. That's the tipping point.
Yeah.
Upstairs laundry, got it. We're in.
Especially on your second house or your third house
Yep.
because you've lived with all those
Yes.
up and downs with the laundry. Yeah,
People know what they want now.
that's right. So integrated family rooms.
Open floor plan.
Yes, back to the open floor plan, and it just integrates with everything, right? It's that great room, dining, kitchen concept all blended together.
Well, and I think that leads into the next point, because the next point is like more casual living spaces, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think it's like, I ask people usually when we're doing showings, like, do you want a formal dining room or like a formal living room? And nowadays people, they want that for like a flex space, or like they just want an open concept where, we're all hanging out in the living room, kitchen area, and we can interact with one another. Maybe you have an office that's like partitioned off.
Yep.
But yeah, having the living space like connected to everything else is definitely.
You know what I've seen though that builders are doing a really, really good job at is, yes, they're taking away the formal dining room, right? Where it's like an enclosed dining room almost, but they're creating a space off the kitchen and maybe off the island that's big enough that you can put a huge dining room table in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like a breakfast nook table. It can be like a full-on dining room table, which is formal enough for it to be a completely separate dining space to where you can have Thanksgiving dinner, but it's not completely disconnected from everything. I think builders are taking a lot of good feedback and they're making everything like it can be both formal, informal, breakfast nook, non-breakfast nook. Like
8-footer, put that leaf in, make it a 14-footer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Gives you enough space to do it.
growing up, we had like the formal dining room with like all the nice china, and we would do holidays in there and stuff. But the room never got used other than that. Unless it
Holidays
was
only, right?
Holidays.
Mom's
or
bringing out the
something.
fine china. We're
You
going
just
to the
need the
dining
option.
room.
You need the option. You never know when Crazy Eddie's coming over, so you got to have it. And then flex spaces are big too, right? Because everyone needs like something versatile in their home. If you need like an area for kids to play or an area for an office space that could be an extra bedroom when you have family in town, like that flex space is just really valuable, whether it's in the basement or on the main floor.
More and more, I'm seeing gaming rooms. Like my buddy Reese, who I just helped get a place, he has a flex space in his basement that he's turned into his whole setup for his computers and stuff. Like, he has his office for work and then a flex space for, recreation and stuff like that. And I've had a couple of clients who have said that's important to them, to have a space where they can do whatever their hobby is.
Yeah.
You know what I saw the other day? I was doing an open house on Stonecrest, and going down to their basement, I was like, man, okay, first of all, the basement's unbelievable. But how often are you seeing people do like theater rooms anymore? It's kind of like, because I know people like them.
Tends to be older homes that I see them in.
So I feel like those are going away, but I felt like, because they kind of had their own little take on stadium seating in a very flexed space that wasn't necessarily a theater room, but turn all the lights down and it's pitch black. They've got a big screen with these stadium, really nice stadium seating couches, but it was in an open concept. I thought it was one of the coolest things
That's
ever.
what we did.
They had such a good job on that basement. But
And that
just wanted
reminds
to
me,
hear what you guys think.
I don't even know if this is on the list, but I think it's usually a big selling point if you have like a wet bar in the basement or something like that for an entertainment space, kind of like a secondary hangout space separate from the living room. I guess that fall into flex space. But a lot more, you see the kind of like man cave or like hangout spot where it's like, hey, we got the bar down here, the big TV, the comfy couch. Because people are spending more time at home and they want to have that option. And then maybe your cousin comes into town and you need a guest bedroom and they can stay in there or what have
One of the best things about Colorado is basements. Not everybody has basements.
Totally. Yeah. And then number 7 is drop zones. So drop zones would be like a homework cubby station, or it would also be like a place to just like your catch-all, storage, organizing jackets, shoes, daily essentials type things, like little nooks like that are actually there for a purpose, so that clutter just doesn't go where it shouldn't go.
I've seen a lot of those, as you come in from a garage, like they've got those little locker room cubbies or just little spaces where you can tiled spaces or hardwood spaces that you can put your wet shoes down on or your muddy, whatever it is.
Yeah. Especially if you have like a utility
backpacks
sink in there.
Yep. Usually with a laundry room, I notice, but not
model
always,
homes just nail it on those too. It's all done up and it's just got every.
They look so good.
Yeah.
And I would actually add on to that having a big pantry. That with me is usually when people are doing showings, looking at
that
smaller
is a
condos
huge
or
one for
townhomes.
People talk about it all the time.
I've lost. Lost is the wrong word, but I've had clients
it's
pass.
a deal breaker.
It is a deal breaker and a half when they're like, "Well, there's no pantry. I don't want it." I'm like,
And
such a
if
good
you have
house.
a lot of cabinet space, you can get away with it sometimes, but people still just prefer, I want a pantry where I can put that stuff and then also my cabinets to organize everything else.
Yeah.
How many times have you showed houses to a couple and the guy is like, this man cave is unreal. The garage space is amazing. And then the wife's like,
there's no pantry.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, next house. It's the biggest sales prevention item ever.
We're backing to a lake, but it doesn't have a pantry.
It comes with a boat.
They're like, honey, you can take my closet, put the food in there. I'll put my clothes somewhere else.
They said they threw in a Corvette.
Tesla charger. They got everything. But a pantry. I need a pantry.
No pantry. We're moving on.
And just a tiny tack onto that, I think just storage space in general. Nowadays, I think we see a lot more storage space.
I can kind of come back to flex space and those drop zones. The storage space is mandatory because we're all collecting crap on the daily.
Yep.
Got to put it somewhere.
On the daily. Large, so they call it the spa-like primary baths, right? Like a place where you can go and
Kim, you're up.
Get all kinds of... Kim, what's that about?
Tell us, Kim. Can't you go to Barry's?
Staying on topic.
After Barry's, you want to go back to a nice master bathroom.
To my large master bathroom.
Soak in the tub.
Yeah.
There we go.
So that's another thing, real quick. The spa, tubs, right? So it used to be like a 5-piece master bath was like the thing, right?
Yeah.
You had your shower, your tub, which were usually separate, right? And then everything else, right?
Yeah.
Dual vanity, blah, 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 bathroom.
People get fascinated about this one.
But then tubs went away.
Yeah.
Builders stopped putting tubs in, and now I'm seeing them come back, but they're like the standalone, what are they called? The clawfoot tubs almost, or the
Sort of.
The commission does not want me to say what those tubs are called.
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So we're gonna keep that out of it. But are tubs coming back? That's my main question.
I had a funny experience with a house that I sold in Lakewood, and it's like a 1950s home, and it had a tub. And the buyers wanted the owner to go and fill the tub and plug it and like take a video to see if it drained properly, or if it like they were that concerned. And these were like young buyers, and they were that concerned about the tub.
It's actually not a bad idea.
In the house.
Pretty smart.
And the guy was just like, really? I've never used that thing in 20, in all this time that I've lived there.
And that's exactly why I want you to do it.
Right, yeah.
But some people are tub people. They're just, they're like bathers.
So that's my question. That's why I was directing it towards you. Is like, okay, just looks
I'm
as
not
a woman.
tub person, but I do like having a master bath with everything and all of it included. I've seen a house where they only had a tub, didn't have a shower.
That's odd.
And oh my god, the house sat. No, but that was crazy. I mean, they're for sure tub people and could not live without one. But yeah, no, but I agree. I think bathrooms are important. Having enough space, his and hers, not sinks, but areas. Like I want that separate. And his or her closets, that would be great.
I saw.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jackson.
Okay, I was going to let you go. I not to be contrarian, but particularly with the younger demographic, I feel like it's a shift towards people just want the big walk-in shower, and if they can get a bigger walk-in shower, they don't care if there's like a tub. Like
I want benches.
Yeah.
I want multiple nozzles.
Right.
I want steam in there.
Yeah.
I want inserts.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I want that too. But I also want the tub.
But there it is. There's Kim.
I think it's
there she is.
But the walk-in shower definitely growing in popularity. And then I think having a tub somewhere in your house is good because people like, I ask my clients like, do you use a tub? Like, do you want a tub? And typically, especially if it's like a single guy, they're like, if I like wash my dog when he's dirty, I need a tub. But like for me, I just want the walk-in shower. I haven't taken a bath since I was 8. So I think it just depends. But having a tub is good just for resale value if there's a family who wants it for kids.
But I agree. I think the big walk-in shower is,
in the primary, and then a tub in the house is ideal.
Yeah.
You don't want to like please the 85%,
especially with
the 15%.
the young families. Like they have to have a tub
for kids,
right? Exactly. Yeah,
have to.
And in a lot of the newer builds that I see, like when we're doing showings and stuff, they're putting a lot more square footage in the bathroom compared to just putting it all in the master bedroom.
They're almost sacrificing some of the master bedroom space that's limited already.
My house, if I built it again, I would put more of the space in the master bedroom and have a slightly smaller like bathroom area. But that's definitely what we're trending towards is, spa-like big bathrooms.
Yeah, definitely. Well, last but not least is large windows, like tons of natural light.
Floor to ceiling, baby.
Yeah, and we're seeing like on mega luxury homes, it's like the house is made of glass, basically. It's just like glass windows everywhere.
The throwing stones community is really going downhill with these glass houses.
Don't put one of those next to a golf course. But there's like the mid-century modern look, right? That's huge, and then like just new builds nowadays, like huge windows and really a lot of like natural light is your best friend when you're showing a house. When you're selling a house, like you want as much of that as possible because we hear it all the time from people like it feels dark. Feels dark in here, right? From buyers.
Yep.
Well, and in terms of positivity, the top 2 positive comments I feel like are, oh, I really like this open floor plan, and oh, I really like all the natural light. That's probably the top 2 like positive feedback.
I agree.
Things that I hear.
Yeah.
There's a community in Parker that's being built. It's halfway built by Joyce. Joyce has built their units already. Now Cardell is building their units, and Joyce has built like exactly what we've talked about. They're some of the coolest homes I've ever seen. And they're these like very farmhouse chic type houses, but like floor to ceiling windows. They've got all the flex space you need. They've got his and hers bathrooms. This one in particular had the master bathroom or master bedroom in front, and then behind the room wrapped around an entire bathroom with his side and her side. Like toilet, shower, bathtub, sink.
See, and that's more European, like modern, like a
very like
Italian style.
And then they had their laundry room, which was on the main floor where all the bedrooms were, with a dog shower, a dog bath shower unit in it. And like, it was like everything we just talked about today is like perfect. It's like Joyce Homes all together. So
you just had to spend $3 million.
Yeah.
You can get
starting at 1.8.
Yeah,
you can get that.
1.8, more than that.
You and your 62 closest friends can go in on a
The Cardell units are starting at 1.3
on the shower.
Yep. Yeah.
So
you can all share
I had to highlight those.
dog shower for your pet.
Because Parker's the superior community for sure.
And
it is. It's true.
Well, let's end with that. Back to Highlands Ranch. Joyce actually did all those homes in Firelight that are like the Tuscan, like Italian style with like the turrets
that are
like
new,
really
or the ones that are already there?
2000 something.
Oh, okay.
That were built there.
I thought Firelight was already built.
No,
is that the Tristana?
Back in those, no.
Firelight. It's
Tristana's like similar style too.
Yeah.
Southridge Rec Center,
but they're single family. Like
it's
big
like
homes. 1.4 to
east
1.8
of Southridge.
Type.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You can actually see like vista from some of the backs of them,
It's a good
and the trail
community.
system, like the backcountry trails and stuff. Yeah. So awesome. Well, if you didn't know this, we have an actual Apple podcast. So if you're listening to this on YouTube and watching YouTube, we are on Apple, so you can transfer over and listen to us there, or you can continue to watch us on YouTube, or vice versa. So we hope you enjoyed, and if you are looking for an open floor plan, we're the only ones that know how to get those for you. There's nobody else that can do that.
We'll get you the best deal.
Yeah.
You can find them with somebody else and pay too much, but we'll get you a good deal.
Others might be able to, but if you like us, then call us and we can help you.
Based on these last two episodes,
no
it's questionable of whether or not anyone's going to like us.
Especially if you're moving to Colorado and you want someone that's like actually educating you on what Colorado is all about. Who else has a podcast that's doing this? So give us a call and we'll help you out. Thanks for listening. Subscribe. We'll talk to you later. So if you have enjoyed what you're listening to and you'd like to hear more, make sure to press that subscribe button so that you can not miss out on any more episodes that are coming up. And also check out all of our contact information is below. You can see us at the dreamsmithteam.com to look up more information about our team and our history and all of the members of our team, and see contact information that you can reach us if you have any real estate needs.
See you next time.